Hello my friends, and welcome or welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a general love reading. I already did my soul tribe reading, so I thought I would do a general love reading to see what is coming in for you. So right away I see friendship. So you could be spending a lot of time with your friends, or you could be leaning on friends for support right now. We also have let go. So I feel like you're letting go of control. You're letting things go that no longer serve you, people, places, things, behaviors, things like that. And it's interesting because we do have fulfillment coming in, wishes coming true. So something's about to happen for you. So let's see what it is. Let's see. What do you need to hear today, my friends? I hope you're doing well. I always hope you're doing well. Oh my gosh, someone is missing you. Perhaps you're missing someone else, but I don't know. You're in this energy of letting go and perhaps getting back out there, but someone is longing for you. Someone is thinking about you here. I see someone, looking at their phone, possibly looking at pictures of you or looking at old conversations the two of you had together, memories you have together, I'm hearing. We have listen, intuition, don't talk, hear what they are really saying. So there's a need to listen to someone here. So maybe someone is coming towards you. We have an offer here. We have the Ace of Pentacles. So someone who's longing for you or missing you is coming towards you with an offer. Spirit's saying to hear what they're saying. So, if the offer's not good, don't take it. If it's not an offer of growth and accountability and compromise, to let go of what no longer serves you, It could be also, this card could say that they've actually, listen with your intuition. This person may have actually changed for some of you. For some of you, this could be a secret admirer. I don't want to rule out new love. So this could be a secret admirer coming towards you. And it could be that, maybe they're not your regular type. And Spirit's saying, hear them out. Hear what they have to say. Maybe, there's something about them that immediately you're like, nope, not for me. That person works out too much. I don't want that. I don't want a reason to go to the gym. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, let's see what else is coming. We have jealous. You could have been dealing with someone in your past who was jealous, or it could be, for some of you, that the person who is longing for you is someone who sees, you could have someone new approach you, and this other person who's longing for you sees that, and then there's jealousy. This person who's returning, I feel like they may be watching you, not in a stalker way, but in a way where they see that you're doing pretty good. You could be going out with friends. You could have people around you that are supporting you, and they're wondering, what's going on with that person? And there's this feeling of jealousy. And, I used to really struggle with jealousy. I really used to struggle with jealousy when I was a kid. And it's fear of missing out. It's like that FOMO. It's fear of missing out. I feel like you've been manifesting this, my friends. If you've been manifesting the return, there it is. We'll get a few more cards, and then we'll get tarot. Self-love. You are enough, and you know your worth. Spirit's saying, remember that. Only accept a good offer, I'm hearing. Fire sign. Fire sign wanted to show itself twice. So you could be dealing with fire sign. But we have intimacy, love, closeness, and affection. And we have self-love. You are enough. So it could be that, you had to learn how to love yourself before you believed anyone else would love you. You could be someone who's been single for a while working on self-love, and you have, someone coming towards you here. For some of you, maybe you needed to learn how to love yourself and this past person did in order to be truly intimate and in union with each other. You know, my twin flames out there. Maybe dealing with fire sign. All right. I keep saying it. We're just going to get a few more. I usually take them until my guides say, that's enough. Yep. So if you are someone who's looking for new, if you've been healing and acknowledging difficult self-truths here, that's why this is coming in. I will say you do have someone in your energy here, for those of you who are resonating with someone from the past. You have someone in their head about this, about coming towards you. How do they tell you what they've learned about themselves? How do they take accountability, you know? This could be someone who's not used to taking accountability, who doesn't know how to, who maybe never was taught to. You know, I often tell people in my house, we never took accountability for anything. It was like sweep under the rug city in my house. If you looked under our rugs, eek. I've looked under them. But anyway, this person could be, you know, anxious about coming towards you. How do they communicate that they've, you know, had all these awakenings and realizations? How do they make that make sense? How do they come in? Will you forgive them? Maybe they'll just text you like my friend just did and said, what are you doing? What are you doing? How have you been? Oh, you're going to be nice to me? By the way, I'm sorry. We have rebirth in social media. So we definitely have a rebirth coming, and that doesn't have to be someone old. That can be a rebirth with someone new, someone who perhaps you met on social media. This person could contact you through social media. I'm hearing new or old. I'm going to get 2 final cards, and then that's it, and I mean it. Just 5 more minutes. Interesting. Okay. All right. So this is about this person from the past. If this is someone you want to come back, if this is someone who you've been manifesting changes, they are going through changes. What I'm seeing is someone in your past, this won't resonate for everyone, who possibly was afraid of commitment, who you maybe have Hierophant energy with, meaning not married, but that you have a spiritual contract where you both have lessons to learn from this connection, and maybe in separation, that's when they were meant to be realized or learned. I don't know, whatever I'm trying to say. I do feel there is a toxic energy here. And I know a lot of people will say, the past is the past for a reason. You shouldn't want your ex back and blah, blah, blah. But part of the thing, especially about the spiritual Hierophant connections, is that it's a connection that's meant to bring that toxicity out, bring the shadows out into the light so they can be recognized. And it's supposed to be the strong connection between the two of you that makes it worth healing and reflecting over. Lots of people in the world who have toxic traits go around being toxic to people. They hurt someone, they say, oh well, and they move on to the next person. I'm talking about a Hierophant connection where you and this person were meant to heal shadows together. I know my soul tribe knows exactly what I'm talking about. Because yeah, we have codependency, toxic, we have a tower moment, and we have karmic cycles ending past patterns. So you and this person could have been repeating a pattern here or repeating a cycle. And this shows the end of that cycle. And that's why that healing, acknowledging difficult self-truths. Your person has been acknowledging difficult self-truths. For some of you, this person has been watching your journey maybe. Watching you evolve, watching you grow from a distance. So you could be at a distance from this person. So that gives us a very good idea of what we're dealing with. So it's new or renewed love. All right. let's get another deck. My friend, it's going to cut me off because it's so rude. No, I'm just kidding. So now we're going to get another deck to see if we can get any confirmations, repeating synchronicities. Right away, we have inseparable. So new love, you and this person will be inseparable. You'll be like two peas in a pod. You'll be like, whoop. For those of you returning, we have hope. I haven't given up hope on us yet, and I don't want to run anymore. So we do have someone coming back here. All right, so let's see what we need to know about this person. I wonder if I ask about soul tie. I always feel connected to you. Beautiful. All roads lead back to you is what I just heard. You know, I'm seeing someone that when they have something good happen to them, they think about telling you. Or when something bad happens, they think about how it felt to have your comfort. This is someone who's, when they see two old people holding hands, they think of you. Interesting. I'm also seeing if this is someone who is in a 10 of Cups or a 10 of Pentacles, that when they're with their partner or their children, I don't care what your opinion is, they visualize you, they think of you. Anyway, let's get it. So I want to look at new love first. New love. New love. Conversation. Yay. New love. Someone's going to be conversing with you, maybe in the grocery store, maybe online, maybe at your work. There's someone here that wants to have a conversation with you, my new loves. Beautiful. Let's see one more for new love. We'll see if anything else wants to come out. Interesting. So, if you are someone who's waiting for new love and it's not coming in and you're getting frustrated and overwhelmed that it's not coming in, I am seeing that there's something in your past that you haven't released. You haven't forgiven someone. I don't mean contacting them and getting an apology. When we hold on to resentment and grudges, it holds us down vibrationally. It keeps things from coming into our life. So there needs to be, like I'm seeing the 3 of Swords, there needs to be a release of something that happened in your past with someone else before new can come in. And people get so angry when I say things like that, but it's the truth. You don't want to call somebody in a soulmate when you're all wounded and shit. Like, if you call in new love when you're still wounded and you still have hurt, you're going to project those into your new relationship. You're going to go into that relationship with a wounded heart by somebody else, and you're going to put those wounds onto them, whether you mean to or not. If you were cheated on, you'll have problems trusting this person won't cheat on you. You might start asking them like, well, what were you doing when you were doing this? Why do I feel like you're lying to me? Anyway, I know people don't like to hear that, but this shows, a wound that needs to be released. I think someone in your past, you could be the person who's like, I do not want my ex back. Think about why you're so reactive when you see an ex is coming back. There's something unhealed there. Because for those of you who have healed from your ex, you'll say like, I sure hope that's a new person. I wish my ex peace and love, but we're on our own paths. There's an acceptance there. There's not that resentment there. When there's resentment, that's unhealed energy, if that makes sense. I know that pisses people off when I say stuff like that, but it's the truth. Believe me, I used to watch tarot and be triggered by stuff like that all the time. There were a few readers who would call me out so brutally that I would have to really be in the mood to watch them because they were very honest. But anyway, new person. This could be someone very different from you. This says values, different values. So you could come from different walks of life. You could want different things. Not that that's a bad thing. I'm not seeing this as a negative thing. I'm seeing this as, you might have kids, they might not. You might live in Australia and they might live here in Nova Scotia. There could be religious differences. It doesn't mean you can't overcome them. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing. So let's go over to returning. This is what I mean. Unfinished business. If you are someone who is wondering, where is new love? Where is new love? Where is new love? There's an energy here that something in your past feels unfinished and that you still need to heal it. Look, self-love, you still need to heal this. And if you're triggered by me saying that, that should be proof that I am poking at a wound that's not healed, you know? Because if you didn't have that, then you wouldn't be triggered by what I'm saying. You would say, oh, this doesn't resonate with me. It doesn't apply to me. Because I know I've forgiven that person. So that doesn't apply to me. You would know. But if you're feeling triggered, like, I've already forgiven my ex, and you're like getting triggered, that shows there's still a wound, there's still a scab there, and I just caught it with my nail or something. I don't know. Anyway, returning love, let's go. What is this rebirth about? Rebirth, baby. Show me that rebirth. We have mistakes. Your person wishes they could right their wrongs. They've caused damage here. They know that. They know that. Neglected. I failed to give you what you need. They know that. They feel broken. So this is someone, this is someone who tried to move on and they can't find the right path. It seems like nothing in their world is going right now. They could be experiencing tower moments. They could be one of those people who are like, is the universe out to get me? Like nothing is working out. I'm struggling to find, like, for example, for you, they could be like, I'm struggling to find new love. I'm struggling to find my right path. I don't understand what's happening. And then they're starting to reflect, you know? It shows me they haven't moved on here. They're struggling to move on. We have broken and confusion. So there's regret here and neglect. They have regret about what they did here. They know they caused damage. And they know that they hurt you and they hurt themselves by doing so. What else do we need? Oh, yeah, I was going to say, reminiscing. Six of Cups energy. What did I say? What did I say? This is someone like when they see an old couple. What did I say? They think of you when they see an old couple. Confirmation. Interesting. All right. Let's get a few more about returning love. What do we need to know about this person? I'm afraid it's too late to take action. This is someone who's looking at how long it's been. So this is someone who, I'm almost seeing someone like, if they know when they last spoke to you, they may look it up. Like they may look like, how long has it been since April 2018? I don't know. I'm throwing out random dates. This is someone who, you know, thinks about you a lot. They seem almost distracted by this. Like they spend a lot of time thinking about reaching out to you, making things right. And I think there's a lot of fear there when they go to do it. Their fear stops them. And they think about like, oh my gosh, it's been, you know, it's been 10 years or it's been 5 months or it's been this long. Surely they won't forgive me after this long. And we have inseparable. Our love is always there despite the distance. They know it. You know it. All right, let's get tarot. Let's get some tarot for you. Have you been dancing today? I only posted that video to encourage you guys to dance. I used to post stuff like that on my autistic TikTok. But yeah, I posted that to encourage you guys to dance. And then this morning when I went out, I danced in my minivan, not like standing up or anything. I mean, I was sitting in my seat jamming to the music. I was actually listening to some Salt and Pepper. I was listening to Nobody's Business and I was thinking of you guys. It's nobody's business. And it said opinions are like, everybody's got one. Moving on. I just got stuck in a daze there. Interesting. All right. I see the Empress on the bottom, but I'm going to cut it. Now we've got the Innocence of Cups, an apology, an offer. What a surprise. A crush. What a surprise. That's what we were seeing. So you definitely have something coming here, an offer of love. Whether it's an apology from that person, you know who. Or it's this new love. Secret admirer. Beautiful. Let's see what's happening here, my friends. I'm going to shuffle them. You could be feeling, like for new love especially, why is there not love in my life? Four of Pentacles. It's coming. You have to believe it's coming. You have to be open to it. We have the King of Cups now. So you could be meeting someone where it just starts off very innocent, maybe even a friend, and they grow into that King of Cups 111 on the timer as if for confirmation. It could start out, friendship or just a small crush, and it grows into something very deep, very stable. So I'm going to go new love first, and then I'll do returning love. New love. Show me new love. What's coming towards my collective new love? What's coming towards my collective? What does this offer? We have the Innocence of Pentacles. Very new. Very new. Beautiful. So we have... This is beautiful. We do have someone coming towards you here. You're coming up as the Queen of Cups. So there's someone very attracted to your energy right now. Like I said, if you're holding on to any type of resentment, let that go so this can come in, okay? Let it go so it can come in. We do have this Innocence of Pentacles and the Movement of Wands, which shows movement in the 3D and the offer that we saw in the cards, the offer. So someone being pretty fearless here, being very brave and approaching you and offering you friendship maybe at first, but I definitely see someone approaching you for love here. Very beautiful. And it's a pentacle. That's stability. So that person, they're coming in Knight of Wands because they have to be fearless about coming towards you, especially if they're younger than you, because these two are younger than this Queen of Cups here. So that tells me that this person is probably younger than you. How can you help new love come in? How can you help new love come in? We have the High Priestess. So, the High Priestess listening to your intuition, seeing through the veil. So, if you are someone who looks at someone who hurt you in the past, that caused you trauma, and you look at them, I hate to say this, I don't want to say trauma. I want to say if you have an ex that was mean to you or cheated on you, and you're still looking at them through the veil of judgment, through resentment, Spirit's telling you, you need to remove that veil. You need to see through the veil. Also, something very important here. I know I say this a lot for new love, but this shows that your guides are trying to point you in the right direction. So any intuitive little voices you're hearing right now, and I don't mean you'll actually hear voices, but like, let's say you're sitting on the couch and you see a commercial for painting or something. I always use the painting group. I have no idea why. You'd think that I painted or something. Like, I've never done a painting group. Why is that always my example? But you could be someone who's like, oh, I was thinking about taking a painting course, or I was thinking about taking a pottery course. I'm going to go do that. Anything your voice is telling you to do, like if you wake up and it's like, maybe you should go to the park today and go for a walk, follow your intuition, because your little spirit guide is trying to push you in the right direction. It's trying to send you messages here. Intuitive hits. Watch out for the intuitive hits. It's anything you want to do spontaneously, you know? If someone invites you out. Anyway. There's also Innocence of Cups makes me think of you. Once you release, if you're someone who has resentment, once you release that, it makes you more vulnerable for love, you know? And what I mean by that, I mean that in a good sense, because if you have a hurt and you have pain, it's hard for you to have an open heart towards another connection, which I've already explained, without bringing that hurt into it. And, you know, the Page of Cups does symbolize like secret admirer energy. So you could, you know, I know this sounds crazy, but you could be like, oh, I need to go to the grocery store today, or I need to go to this random place to get that thing that I've been meaning to get. I'm going to do it today. And when you're there, you lock eyes with someone and there's a moment, you know, or you run into someone or someone helps you, or follow the wisps, my friend. Whatever burdens you're holding on to, put them down, Spirit says, so that this can come in. Because when we hold resentment and grudges towards other people, we're only weighing ourselves down. Okay. I'm going to go returning love. Returning love. Let me see this returning love. Let me see this rebirth. What do we need to know about this rebirth? We have the Four of Pentacles. So if you're someone who's been experiencing not hearing from someone is about to come out of their little hole there. You know, I see a squirrel here. I feel like the universe is saying, get ready. Four of Pentacles, something that's been kept from you is about to appear in your life. You know, we think of the squirrel kind of storing up all their nuts there for the winter season. We also have 10 of Pentacles and the Hierophant, and this shows stability. So this is a very stable offer coming back in. Remember the healing, taking accountability for difficult self-truths, acknowledging difficult self-truths, Hierophant energy. This is someone who wants to, you know, in separation, while they've been holding back, they've had major realizations about this connection. And this is stability, and this is commitment. So I definitely feel like if you want this person back, you must feel a Hierophant connection with them, like there's a reason they're in your life and that you were meant to meet them for a reason. Look at this. We have the Chariot and the Magician. So you could be someone who's, you know, you could be very worried that you're imagining all this because it's just about to come in. This is coming in fast here, the Chariot. And the Magician shows something is manifesting. Whatever you've got your eye on, here it comes. Tell me, I want to see how this person, your returning person, I want to see how you feel about them. How do you feel about this returning person? Yeah. So we have the Empress, which I think is very funny. Not funny, haha, but very magical, because I said you may see this person as a Hierophant connection. You see them as your other half. You're meant to learn lessons together. I feel like you're very grounded when it comes to this person. I feel like the people that are still watching this are like, I know, I'm trusting my person is going to come back changed. I'm trusting. Yes, I claim it. You know, that's you right there, believing in this. Three of Cups, wanting harmony with this person, wanting flow with this person. And we have Death and Rebirth. So you want to give this person another chance. And that's why you're still watching. Okay. Let's see how they're feeling about you. I don't know why it looks so dark. It's such a stormy day. We're in eclipse season, and it's honestly been raining here for like all week. It's been raining. I miss the sunshine. But I know that rain means healing and release. So how they're feeling about you. Very dedicated here, my friends. Knight of Pentacles, the most dedicated knight in the deck. And we see movement of pentacles. So this is someone who is feeling like it's time to make a move. And they're coming in slow, but they're making a move. They're working their way up to this. We also have Judgment coming out. So this is someone who thinks you've transformed, you've grown. This is someone who's having a wake-up call about you right now. This is someone who's taking accountability and recognizing difficult self-truths. Just like that card said, that's Judgment energy. And it's confirmed here. This shows this person wanting to have a conversation with you, wanting to take accountability. 4 of Swords, 2 of Cups, thinks about you all the time, possibly in their bed. And I don't mean that in a in a wand way. I don't mean that as the Ace of Wands. Apparently the Ace of Wands can be a dick pic. Anyway. Look, they feel connected to you. Hearts beating as one, I just heard. That's interesting. And they're reflecting on this, They have clarity here. That's so important. Clarity, so important, Beautiful. Oh, yeah. We have 10 of Swords in reverse, showing they want to reconnect with you. Get off. I have a hair. Well, I have many. Let's see what this person's intentions are. No! King of Pentacles. So right now, they're Knight of Pentacles. They're determined. Your person could like peanut butter because there's peanut butter all over my card. I hope you're not allergic. I'm just kidding. It can't get you through the screen. But look at this. Their intentions are to come in very stable. So they're moving very slowly, but they're moving. That's what we want. They're determined to be this. King of Pentacles. They intend to offer you stability here. They intend to show you that they've changed. The Star. The 6 of Pentacles. The Heart of Pentacles. That's a renewal. And you guys, look. They want to match your energy. This is someone very dedicated to you. We have the King and Queen of Pentacles here. They want to nurture this. They want to stabilize it. They want to give you what you deserve. They see you as the Queen of Pentacles that you are, and that you deserve balance and equal give and take. 6 of Pentacles. And look, healing. Beautiful. You're their match. Okay, so that was in the deck. That was in the deck. That was in the deck. King of Pentacles. Beautiful. Very stable offer. Whoops. Right now, that's your person, okay? They've got the little pentacle on their back and there's growth. They're growing. They're coming. This is movement. King of Pentacles. When the growth is complete. Look at how big that pentacle is. Not that size matters. Anyway, you see the growth is complete. And they're ready to, shed what no longer serves them and be stable. Look at the size of that pentacle. Look. All right. Let's see what this person is healing. That's what I want to see. What are they healing? What are they healing? What is this returning person healing? 2 of Pentacles. And Justice. Beautiful. Taking accountability. Learning how to apologize. Learning to admit when they were wrong. They're healing, maybe their perception of this. We also have the 2 of Pentacles, so inconsistency. If they were inconsistent here, they're working on their balance. They're working on how to balance stability and love, pleasure and work, that type of thing. Beautiful. It's happening in divine timing. I know we don't like that around here, but it's the truth. It's happening in divine timing. Beautiful. Let's see their next action towards you. Hanged Man in reverse. Here they come. want to get one more. Interesting. Interesting. Oh! What? How is this possible every day? Look, Emperor energy. I feel like I channel a lot of people in like, you know, those spiritual connections. For actions, we have them coming out of Hanged Man mode, realizing it's not too late to take action. Emperor energy, and how you're feeling right now. We had the Empress, or how they're feeling about you. I can't remember which one. The Empress came out. And this shows them taking action once they've had that new perspective. They let go here. And what I was seeing on you is Empress energy and death and rebirth. And in order to come out of Hanged Man, this person needs to experience a change of perspective so that they can go through a death and rebirth. And you're looking at them, Empress energy. If you go through a death and a rebirth, sure, come on back. And here it is. Oh my gosh. We have 6 of Cups and 8 of Swords on the bottom, showing them wanting to reconnect out of no contact. Anyway, let's see what do they want from me? No, I already asked intentions. What will change? What is changing next with this first, like, in this situation? We have the Ace of Pentacles and we have the 8 of Cups, which, you know, shows the Ace of Pentacles is a solid new foundation, and it shows releasing what no longer serves you. And what energy are you in right now? You're releasing what no longer serves you. Mirroring, this person comes back, offers you this, and says, I'm releasing all the things that no longer serve me, because that's what you're doing. And you're mirroring, you know? That's how mirroring works. It's magical. And that person was reflecting and healing on their consistency and their ability to give and receive and make time for this. And this shows me this person is serious. They're ready to walk away from what no longer serves them. They're ready to make time for this. They're ready to walk away from a karmic for this, if that applies. Beautiful. What advice do you need about this? What advice do you need about this? We have the 6 of Cups. Wheel of Fortune. This connection was meant to help you heal and release what no longer serves you, especially childhood wounding. This shows in divine timing. It's destined here. Reconnection. Union. Maybe if I pointed them some more. Sometimes I don't realize that I'm doing it. Anyway, I don't realize that I'm doing it, or like massaging the cards. Do you guys watch Baba Jolie? I remember when I really got into spirituality, I really wanted my friend to watch Baba Jolie. I was like, you should just see if it resonates. And of course she turned on Baba Jolie, and Baba Jolie she rubs her cards for energy. And of course my friend was very immature and was like, what is she doing to those cards? I can't take her seriously. Judgmental. Anyway, just keep in mind when you're in the comment section throwing judgments at tarot readers, they're channeling, okay? We're not in control of what we're channeling. Like, some people will say, I honestly don't even remember after I channel. It's like I don't remember anything. But like it's almost like I have amnesia. So just remember, something bigger than ourselves is channeling through this vessel. So don't come to me about what I'm channeling. Does that make sense? Anyway, and you know, when I mention songs and music and things like that, that's part of my channeling, and it always resonates with people. So anyway, there is reconciliation here in divine timing. Cycles, patterns being broken. Beautiful. We also have the Page of Swords. So if you are in no contact with this person is watching you, Page of Swords, and they're They're learning about themselves. They're gathering their strength to come in, you know? Beautiful. All right, let's get oracles. All right, let's keep going. Look at these ones. These are the love ones. Ooh, I'm going to cut them. And now I'm going to shuffle. Let's see what's coming towards you in love. Why is it so dark? What is going on? Is it because I'm wearing black? We have the divine masculine. Someone said, why do you exaggerate your reactions? I'm like, I'm not exaggerating anything. These are my actual reactions. You should watch a show with me. The divine masculine. 12 coming out of Hanged Man energy, just like we saw. Remember the cards that came out for your returning person's actions? It was coming out of Hanged Man energy. The Emperor taking action, the divine masculine. And look, 12, the divine masculine coming out of Hanged Man energy taking action. What? And then we have resolving conflict. I know who you are. You're my empresses who are ready to show compassion to this person that hurt you. You're ready to show them compassion. If you're someone who's like, they don't deserve my compassion, you have a wound that you haven't worked through yet. I'm serious. Don't come at me. Resolving conflict, and we see the flame, and we see this beautiful feminine open arms calling this person in. Look, you're calling this person in by doing your own work, by healing, by forgiving, by showing compassion, by not judging others, by showing compassion to others, animals, strangers. You're calling this person in out of the darkness. I'm so excited. That's amazing. Magic. That's magic. Okay, let's see what comes out for new love. Because clearly that was old love. New love, what do we need to know? New love, what do we need to know? It's 4, 5, 6. Oh, that's magic. If you ever look at the clock, I have to tell you guys something funny. This isn't a soul tribe reading, but I'm going to do it anyway. If you are someone who screenshots numbers because they're synchronicities and you want proof of them, you may be experiencing something right now where you see the time and then just as you go to take a screenshot, the minute changes. It's like you see it at the last possible second, synchronicity. That means you need to have a little bit more faith in your own intuitive knowledge about your synchronicities. If you feel the need, I went through this. I felt the need to prove them, so I screenshot them anyway, let's be honest. But when I started feeling like I needed to prove that they were happening, I noticed I started not being able to catch it. And somebody told me that. So anyway, 4, 5, 6, I saw it at the last second. And that's very symbolic that you're on the right path and that things are flowing to you. Another thing I heard today is if you start seeing 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, something's coming. It's a countdown. Anyway, new love. New love. New love, new love, new love, new love, new love. New love. New love. We have creativity, creativity, and emotional freedom. So, for some of you, like I said, if you're holding on to wounds from the past and you have resentment and you're like, I would never want my old person back, they suck. It's weighing you down emotionally. That's not emotional freedom. If you were truly over that person and had closure and things like that, you would send them peace and love and you wouldn't have that anger inside of you. Does that make sense? And the only reason I can say all this to you guys is because these are lessons that I've learned. Anyway, emotional freedom. So it's very important to heal that hurt so that this can come in. And, you know, we do have a bunny here, which shows once you harness that inner wisdom and see through the veil, High Priestess, you're no longer judging people. You no longer have resentment and grudges. You see fertility coming in. You see the magic, the transformation. I'm serious. It's a thing. 13, death and rebirth. What do you need to release so that new can come into your life? And we also have creativity, 7. So it's here. It wants to come in. Creativity makes me think of that Ace of Wands. No, Page of Wands that we saw, that I talked about. So pay attention to your intuitive urges, you know. This could show that you meet in a creative setting, like maybe in a comment section online. Or maybe you start doing something creatively, like a paint night. And you bond over creativity. Get creative about how, you know, if you're someone who sits at home and you're like, where's my love? Where's my love? Where's my love? Why isn't it coming to my door? Get creative about getting yourself out there, you know? Start exploring new hobbies, you know? Clubs or whatever, community centers, courses, I don't know. But start getting out there. Start being creative about how you get your energy out there. Anyway, beautiful, very confirming. Love it. Honestly, it's magic. It's magic. I love it. And I used to sit at home and be like, this can't be real. I used to sit at home just like you guys and I'd be like, how does that tarot reader know such intimate details about my thoughts? How is that possible? Anyway, I love you guys and I will see you. I'm going to do a pick a card over Easter here. Maybe tomorrow, maybe not. I'll have to see. It might be Saturday. But anyway, you don't have to watch me decide. I can go do that by myself. Anyway, I love you guys and I will talk to you soon. Bye. 2, 3 for luck.